The famous Nobel Prize winner Linus Pauling once said, "The best way to have any great idea is to have lots of ideas." And I agree, you first need to open your brain and horizon to get to innovative thoughts, but what if you generated lots of ideas, more than that even, hundreds, but none of them you would honestly consider great? They're not concrete, they're blurry, they're meta, you name it. Well, I know how this feels, happens to me and my teams many times, and in this video I want to give you my secret method on how to create qualitative ideas in an effective way, from initial spark to concept. It's called the Sanchez Method, and ever since we, meaning my colleagues and I, created this method, it's something we never ever skip, never ever. It makes such a big difference, so let's get to it, my friend. First, what is the Sanchez Method and when to use it? I kind of teased it already in the intro. It's a brainstorming method which you use after you've generated at least 10 ideas. Sanchez helps you to define the idea more thoroughly, creating concepts, and you need to answer the questions: how exactly does the idea work? What is it exactly? So it's leveling up any kind of idea, because naturally after the first brainstorming rounds, you mostly have loose initial brain sparks that need refinement. Maybe you can relate to that. So here Sanchez helps. How does it work? How does it help? So you have all your wonderful ideas. You have created a board full of ideas, full of answers to your problems. You have probably written them down or sketched them on Post-its like I did. So each idea is on one Post-it. Now, ask each of your team members to pick one idea they truly love. An idea that they think personally is worth exploring further. So go from a meta into a more in-depth exploration. That should take a couple of seconds only. It's okay if two people choose the same one. I love it because then you get two versions of the same initial idea. Make sure they copy-paste it, so each team member has their own Post-it, their own idea. So I'm gonna choose this one. And then give them 5 to 10 minutes in silence and 5 Post-its, if you're working with Post-its, which I can only recommend for any kind of brainstorming session, online or offline. So 5 Post-its to clarify how this idea works exactly. I'll show you what I mean. Say for instance, which I now did, I picked the rough idea and I choose a well-known example so it's easy to understand. So Airbnb, as you can see, what maybe was an initial idea of hosting people in your own home, right? So that was the idea I picked, but that doesn't tell me anything, like how this idea works and what are important aspects to this idea. Those I create now on 5 Post-its in 5 minutes, as I said. So 5 minutes are over and we all present our initial post and our concept we've created, one team member at a time. Mine was, just as an example, real quick, hosting the people in your own home experience. Post-it number 1 is a website where people can show their home and schedule when their home is occupied. Yes and no. On this website, you as a user, you can search for the location, the dates, and how big the space needs to be, the home needs to be. It levels up your trust by giving the opportunity to rate the experience and by awarding superhosts. Ta-da! It's a platform for hosts to make money and for travelers to see the world in a more meaningful, private way. Well, I should have come up with this idea years ago. You see the difference? So from here to here, in only a couple of minutes, I was able to create an idea which you can now vote on, actually, because oftentimes if you vote for ideas and don't understand what half of them mean, you don't vote for them. That's basic psychology. Why would you? Now you have qualitative ideas on the wall. The amount, of course, depending on the size of your team. If you're 5 people, then it's 5 concepts. And you can evaluate way better which ones to take further, right? I hope so. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense to you at all. Like and subscribe if this training was valuable. Enjoy your brainstorming and see you soon here on this channel. Bye bye.